welcome to another episode of Learning Beyond the Classroom. Today we have someone who's truly a master of their craft, Miss Begum. How are you, Miss Begum?
I'm fine, Ahmed. How are you too?
I'm good. Thank you for coming on this podcast. It's an honor to have you today.
Yes, I am happy too.
So I wanted to ask you, of course as a student, I was very lucky to see your art skills and your amazing artistry and your ability to make art even out of the most common or usual objects. So I wanted to ask, what inspired you to become an artist?
Actually, I didn't think about another work all my life. When I was child, I'm observing people and I like to drawing. When I was child, I was drawing small people. My topics for me, human life, very important, human expression, another culture, people. And so I suppose to me it's my main, coming really main topics about art, human and human life. So I like to people, art for me, communication to life, the lifestyle. For me, how can I say this? Everybody has communication, some of things with life. So for me, art, communication, connection with life. I cannot imagine without art, how can I imagine?
So do you think that when you came to Egypt, your art has sort of become a way for you to connect with people here in this country, knowing that you come from Turkey and from a completely different culture?
Exactly, I don't think about culture. I think this is human everywhere human. And you are eating, sleeping, dancing, happy, sad, everything, whatever. You're all emotional. And I don't think about this is being Turkish, Egyptian, Chinese, Japanese, or American. For me, everybody same. So main life, it's the same. It's not affect culture. Maybe our relationship affected culture. So I don't think about. That's why my lifestyle art, because art international. So you don't to speak same language, but everybody understand painting, everybody understand photo. So that's why it's my lifestyle art.
So there are many students that think that they're bad at art or they don't have the talent. Do you think that art, you're born with the ability to do good art, or is it something you train for and you practice until you?
Yes, practice important. If many types of art, which art are you asking for? I don't know, but everybody can draw it. Everybody, if they're gonna learn really main techniques. Techniques very important for art, but not necessarily everybody should drawing. Some of artists cannot drawing portrait, but they are drawing different things. Maybe you cannot understand, but it's give you some emotion effect. It's not necessary. This is not line. It is not limited. Art with limitless, yeah. You can see whatever what you want. Somebody very talented music, somebody very talented drawing. Some artists can draw with pastel color, but they cannot able to use painting, oil colors. So this is not no limit. Yeah. Huge. How can I say huge topics? Yeah.
And which type of art do you prefer?
I like drawing. Drawing for me meditation. And sometimes when I was young in our college, my technical drawings teacher always tell me, you have to try to think some problem. All my life I thinking, what is my problem? Why I'm thinking problem? Why I'm problematic? No, he mean, for example, I cannot drawing eyes. I am sleeping, I am thinking, how can I draw eyes, really realistic eyes? I am thinking many days then. Or how can I draw hand? I getting more practice, but it's become to my problem. I cannot draw hand, but I have to draw. So that's become to your problem because I cannot figure out. Till figure out to drawing hand, it's becoming my problem. That's why I like drawing techniques, really, I love it. And I like fantasy worlds. Sometimes I see many dreams and I wanted to draw them. It's a non-realistic dreams. So that's why I like, of course, digital art and drawing for me favorite.
So, like moving away from art for a little bit, so you are considered to be a very friendly and sociable teacher, and you are
Thank you so much.
and you are liked by so many students.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask, how do you like connect with other students and find similarities despite you like being their teacher and having different experiences as a child?
Actually, also my private life, at school life, at work, in school, everywhere, at social life, for me, I don't like to judge people. And I have many types of friends, French, Sudan, Arab, or British. I don't judge them in a cultural way. So I suppose the students why they like me. Yani, your character may be very bad, but I can connect you. You have good side. Everybody has a good side and bad side. So I prefer to look at students also in their good side. So that's why maybe, and I like to understand people. And who is front of me? I prefer first I understand what are you liking for, what you feel about life. It's very important for me, and friendship also with students relationship. So that's why maybe they like me. I prefer to understand them. And when they are upset, when they are happy, I feel that really. Sometimes all of you coming to class, who is today a bad feeling and who is today happy really, I can feel it this and I understand this.
I think that's
Yes, I like, for me, important people feeling. That's why maybe students love me so much. I don't know. They love me, I don't know. They really love me.
yes, of course.
But I
love
hope
many
they love me.
students.
Yes, they are feeling very important for me at school. Because when I was young, in my generation, teacher doesn't care about our feelings, and especially a teenager. And teacher only have to teach and leave. It's not like this. We are coming to 7 to 4 o'clock, we are there. Every day we see each other. Sometimes I see all of my students more than my daughter. So that's why they're feeling very important for me. So I supposed to be, most of teachers should be do this. We should understand first, they are not students, they are human, they have personality. And they are waiting their expansion to we understand them.
So I wanted to ask another question. So recently we saw the earthquakes in Turkey.
Mm.
Yes, and it really was like a heartbreaking event.
Yes, 5 cities around it.
Yes. So I wanted to ask, has this like sort of affected your family in any way? And how has this affected your worldview of Turkey and of like disasters?
It's not affect my family. My family, they are living in Istanbul. So earthquake in East. But first 2 weeks seriously, I feel myself depressed. Sometimes I shy myself to eating something, I'm drinking, and all the time I was watching earthquake news on television. So of course it affects us very bad. 5 cities around, many people die and many kids. People's life totally changed. It's very hard. Can you imagine? First, before ago, you are very good. You have cars, houses, family. You're gonna come and eat dinner. Then you wake up and you don't have anything. Even your family die. You are alone. Most of people that condition. It's very hard. I cannot explain, but it's affecting me really. So of course, economic way, it's affect Turkey for us not good. But there is many problem before because we know this earthquake was coming. So we got information. The many professor or many university warning to Turkey, it's coming. This earthquake will be. But little bit about corruption, I don't know. Maybe it's they getting unsafety buildings. That's yes, many people die because of earthquake nature, but many people die not only earthquake only. It's because of building, because lifestyle. In Istanbul, it's coming saying we're gonna take it many more warning. My family try to be safety our buildings. They are try to be some fixed building supporting to building to protect earthquake. And people not die because of earthquake. People die because of non-security.
And do you think that after this earthquake happened, like things are gonna improve, and they're gonna make the buildings more secure and better built?
Yes, sure. I hope. That's why we need special teachers to should give good education, and it's new generation coming is strong. They will be understand everything. They will be careful more everything. So I have hope from new generation.
Okay. So I wanted to go back to the topic of art. I think you've heard of like the AI art programs. Like there are like websites that can do art, and it's like
Yes.
very interesting that you just type some text and they do art. So I wanted to ask, like, how do you think that is different from human art? Like, is it the same?
Actually, I tried many program, but they didn't give me what I want exactly. So AI program, it's hopeless. I don't believe what you want. Most of designer, yes, yani more or less, we're gonna use it. I try to use it, but it's don't give me this. It's not provide my expectation. Exactly design, it's not provide me. So still people have to design themselves. It's AI not enough. Still not enough. Maybe it's coming feature. You just click two buttons and it's give you what you want. Exactly, I didn't like much, but I like technology. We can use it some of way art, but I think so. It's not giving me feeling. I cannot feel anything. So human art important because drawing, painting, even digital art like that fingerprint. When you see artist masterpiece, you need to take this emotion. But AI, I think no emotion, just AI.
Yes, there is no emotion, but like I've seen some art, and it truly is like almost close to the level of human art. So do you think that if AI it improves and it can like produce art that is very similar to humans, do you think that could put human art at risk, or do you think that?
I don't think, but because AI needs you, AI needs your opinion and AI needs your mind. Again, I tried last week. I wrote it. It's one checklist in the dark salon sitting. Again, I have to write this. This provide me design. AI needs me. And without me, AI cannot anything imagination. I don't believe that. So, but technology about, it's design about, graphic design about, yes, it's really easier. Yeah, and 10 years ago, I was using Photoshop. It's many things not functional, but 10 years later, now, I am design many things just 1 minute. But 10 years ago, I remember I spent some of design 3 days, 1 week, sometimes one month. But now, two buttons, and it's provide you many things, and 1 minute inside you are figure out all your design. So that's this about good, but art, yeah, emotional about, and other things art about, no, I don't believe AI not enough.
So I wanted to sort of put this in a hypothetical situation. So if you could go back and meet like yourself when you were my age, what advice would you give to yourself? Like, what would you change?
What can I change? You mean about school?
About like everything.
Everything. What can I change? Maybe I could be spent more time to drawing. I am obsessive. So I need my friends less time. I spend for me energy. So I can try to learn more language. It's very important for your age. I try to study more, I'm supposed to. I think if I go back to the time, I spend for myself more time, more than socializing. Yeah. I think so, but it's for my age. Yeah. It's what I think now. If I back to time, I knock the door for my 20 years. I gonna give many opportunity, but I am sure again my 20 years say me, who are you? Why you come? And she doesn't listen to me, I am sure. So spend for you more time for study, because your generation not looks like the generation. Every day many people graduation from college, and you exactly your life now new generation inside a tournament. So you have to pass another one, even interview, you have to more than more. Each company expectation more. What you can do it more, what you can do it more. They are asking you that. So your generation, it's life come to hard life really. You have to work, really work, seriously work. So I advise for me to spend for you more time to improve yourself, everything, whatever what you can.
But how would you advise yourself to sort of balance, like find the right balance? And how would you advise other students to find the right balance between socializing with other people and making friends and building relationships, and also like working on yourself and studying and like sort of improving your skills? How does a student find the balance between these two things?
Yes, exactly. First of all, students be aware. They have to understand life important, their future very important. So even I say my daughter that, it's you should be balanced. You should know this. I don't believe in me. You should know that, because you should be aware. You have to understand your future important. You can socializing anytime. Even all your life you're gonna be socializing, but you cannot back to time to improve yourself again if you lost time. Time in the world very expensive things. Time, because it's never come back. It's even this moment, never back. You cannot take back this moment. So that's why my advice, they have to learn how to balance.
So I wanted to ask one final question. So I know that you're very into reading, right?
Yes.
So how do you think that a student should like read more, and how does reading improve like a student's worldview?
Important, you should know what you like to read. You mean reading? Reading, right?
Yes.
For example, I like to reading crime, history. I know what cycles about, I like it to read. But it's when I read something, it should be give me some benefit, and I have to learn something what I read. So you can even if you read love story, it's beneficial for you. You can read. Important, you have to know yourself. You have to describe yourself. Then maybe you can read more.
Thank you so much, Mr. Begum, for conducting this interview with me. And I
Thank you.
hopefully we'll see you again in another
Thank you so much.
episode.